Welcome, strangers.
Welcome back, peeps, to Chapter 6 of the Miller's Adventures. Today I'll be showing my Keeper build for Perilous Difficulty. My Keeper style play is more protective, that's why hence the Keeper role. With that being said, you could also solo Routine, not so much threatening or perilous because of the style mechanic and keeping shield up, etc. So and the limitedness of your abilities. It's more of a defensive group environment type style play. Alright, so from there, I'm actually going to show you guys the abilities I use in sequential order of how I leveled them and whatnot, and you guys decide whether it's great for you. You can give it a try and whatnot. Alright, so first we're going to pick up Elegant Defense. Pretty much what we're going to do is reduce our cooldown for our barrier. From there, we're going to get Rejuvenating Barrier pretty much whenever we apply a barrier to either ourselves as well as anyone else around us. Depending on if they use mana or stamina, they're going to have 35% increase in regeneration, and plus on top of it, I get a nice +3 Constitution on unlock. Don't forget that. Okay, from there we're going to pick up Peaceful and Aura. The reason, threat reduction. We need it. Mages are squishy, and if we don't have shields, and if your shield's off cooldown, you're just gonna die. Or if you can run away and try to move around away from them or kill them before you die, then so be it. But the threat reduction is nice. Nice 50 plus you get that +3 willpower on unlock. Yes. Okay, so from there we're gonna pick up Reinforced Barrier. For early stages, especially if you have a chance, most likely with my experience, I always kept on getting demons and I always kept on dying to fire damage. So I actually went with the damage resist just for that sake, and also pick up that extra 3 willpower unlock. I found it very useful, especially early on. From there, we're going to go with Cycle of Life. Pretty much whenever you fall, you're going to give everyone else 100% health, pretty much 100% health, as well as a damage bonus for 50%. The duration is 10 seconds, the cooldown is 60 seconds, the constitution is unlocked +3. It's great for especially Paris difficulty if you're still learning, but if you keep dying a lot or falling a lot, you're going to actually give people pretty much a nice free potion and pretty much a nice damage elixir. Damage potion, sorry. Alright, so from there, we're also going to go with Guardian Spirit. This is a failsafe. I like to have this spec immediately as much as possible in lower difficulty and as rising to perilous mode is due for the fact is that it's an extra shield. So if your shield's on cooldown and you notice that you have Guardian Spirit up and you accidentally do something stupid, you're running fire, your shield's going to pop like that. Or if you get hit and flanked or you're about to die from, for instance, many times it happened to me with the Templar Assassins. I get backstabbed and I didn't even know they're around me at the time, and the shield saved me. It saved me and it saved the group. I put a shield out again on everyone else and we survived. So it's great to have early on. I cannot stress that enough. It has saved my life probably countless times where I should have died and just cried my humiliation out to the world of Dragon Age Inquisition multiplayer perilous. Yeah. Okay, so from there, we are going to go with Primal Spirit. From there, we're going to pick up Arcing Surge. The reason is this is one of our damaging abilities, and the reason why I like Arcing Surge tied in with Chain Lightning is just for the fact is that Chain Lightning deals a nice amount of damage, and the duration is good. The cooldown is very short. It does cost a little bit of mana, but that's why we have the regeneration talents. But with the Arcing Surge, we're going to get a distance of 4+ meters, plus it's going to hit an additional 2 targets. So you cannot go wrong there, especially if they're low health and you manage to kill them and you have heal and kill bonus and you have no shield. This could really help you out early on, really can. Alright, from there, so with Clean Burn, it's pretty much what's going to happen is whenever you're already casting spells, whatever active cooldowns you have already is going to reduce it by 1 second. So that's continuous. As long as you can keep maintaining it, you should be sadly fine. Yes! Okay, so we're actually going to go back into our protection tree, and from there we're actually going to pick up Nature's Shield. What this is going to do is the entire party that it gains increased resistance to fire, ice, electric, and spirit damage, which is phenomenal. That's like 10% all around the board. And plus you get a nice +3 willpower on unlock. From there we are going to go with Winter Stillness. Yes, Winter Stillness. Everyone loves Winter Stillness. I love it. Pretty much what this does is that if you're standing still for 3 seconds, you're gonna have a mana regeneration rate by 50%. And if you have an active shield tied in with, uh, dang it, tied in with Rejuvenating Barrier, you're gonna have a lot of mana, and especially if you have great cooldown times, to keep reducing your cooldowns for your arcing as well as your static cage, you will be set forth into happiness mode forever. And plus you got a plus 3 willpower unlock, which that's awesome. Okay, so from Winter's Stillness, you're going to be going with the Strength of Spirits. Pretty much what's going to happen here is your barriers are going to be stronger. You're pretty much going to get a bonus 15%, 50% on top of the original barrier you already have. Okay, so from there, we are going to go to Night Protector. Now, with Night Protector, is pretty much your barrier decay reduction is by 35%. So it means it takes longer for your barriers to naturally decay, which is great. You get a plus 3 Constitution on top of it on unlock, which I find amazing. Okay, so from there we're gonna pick up Static Cage. Static Cage is pretty much one of those great abilities that the keeper has. It's one of those offensive abilities that we do have that will help us out. If you use it, which I do, and I find it amazing, even though it has 65 mana, but you should have plenty of mana to cast this bad boy all the time. It's only 27.2 seconds. That paralyzed duration is nice, and it does have an 8-second duration with an area effect of 9 meters. It's phenomenal. Now, on top of it, you also get electric damage if you do Lightning Cage, which follows up from your Static Cage. You're also going to get 50% damage, 50% weapon damage. Sorry. My God. Can't talk anymore. I'm dying. I'm dying here. Okay, so from there, we're going to go back to Primal Spirit, and we're going to pick up Conductive Current. Pretty much whenever you're missing mana, you're also going to do 5% damage, 5% damage bonus. And on top of it, you get a nice plus 3 on magic on unlock. And then from there, we're going right back to Protection, and we are going to pick up Fate Step. Now, I like Fate Step because it has a nice distance travel, especially if you're going against commanders who like to swing their huge axe at you, or likes to cast a volley of missiles, projectiles at your face, and you don't have your shield up. This will save your life. It's only on a cooldown of 10.2 seconds, but duration's nice, so it's pretty much an invulnerability thing going there. It's awesome. Then from there, you're going to also pick up Frost Step. Now, Frost Step is also going to give you, when you use it and you're going to run through enemies, you're going to be doing 300% ice damage. So this is another elemental type inside this build that I actually found really nice. But it also, you get the chill duration is for 8 seconds. So it's really good. It really is. It's quietly amazing. It really is quietly amazing. Alright, so from there, you're going to get Revealed Ricochet. Whenever you have a berry active and enemies attack you, they're pretty much going to get a damage return of 20%. And on top of it, you get a nice magic unlock on plus 3. And finally, but not least, you pick Proud. That's right. Pick Proud. It's pretty much you get 3 Constitution, 3 Willpower, and 3 magic unlocked. Can't go wrong. It's pretty much helpful all around. Yes, you could probably go with Mana Surge if your mana does break. Not your mana does break. Wow. If your shield does break, then it could work for you, but I just found it useless. And things like you cast your next spell without consuming it. Like, it's good, but then it's don't, because the problem is you already have enough mana regeneration and you could usually spend that point someplace else. So I rather actually went with Proud just to get those extra willpower and magic. So it's kind of debatable, but in my circumstance, I went with Proud. Don't kill me. Alright, so for my gear I use, I actually also use the Staff of Dragon on this build as well, just because of the 8% on heal, 7% crit, 41 attack. I find it pretty useful, especially if you're going to be soloing. You really want that 8% on a heal kill if you're just not, even playing a long time for another character and whatnot. Okay, so from there, I have... Excuse me. Something was in my throat. It was killing me. You can actually equip with your armor. You can go with willpower. You can go with cunning, if you want. I actually went with willpower. I'm just currently waiting for another piece. For now, it's actually pretty good. You can also go with melee defense if you really need a ranged defense, but since you do have a shield, you shouldn't really worry about that much. Alright, first for your trinkets and your rings and your belts. Okay, so actually, I went down with superior cooldown amulet. 15% cooldown modifier, which is not bad. That's actually really good. But if you have a 5%, use it. As I always say, it's better to have something than nothing, have nothing at all. It goes a really long way, even if you have a 5%. From there, I also with my build, I actually have the 10% heal on bonus. My ring, I actually have enhanced barrier ring bonus as well as enhanced ring of life, which is the 5% heal and kill. All right, so that is actually my keeper. For perilous difficulty. All right, peeps. I will see you guys in the next chapter. Stay awesome.